Alright guys, Inspire the World here. Thought I'd do a different video today. It's going to be a video on how to drive in the wet with no assists. So hey ho, here goes. Give you a few pointers of what stuff that I do, the way I drive, and hopefully it'll help you. But here we go. Onto the first sort of the start of the driving I done. As you can see, I'm an absolute bum licker when I first came onto the track, spinning around like a bloody yo-yo. But anyway, in regard to braking and sort of accelerating in the wet, I usually brake about 25 meters before I would in the dry. So like say you brake at the 100 meter boat, I would probably brake like 125 or 110 depending on the speed. And when you're braking into the corner, you want to be like not fully pressing your brake, so you want to be maybe 50% of your brake pressure. And as you get to that point, you want to be trying to trail off it quite soon, because the brakes do tend to lock up quite quickly. And that's on the brakes. In regarding traction, it's very similar. You just want to be feeding your accelerator out. But as your car straightens up and you know you don't have to make any adjustments to the steering, then you want to be sort of powering out through the accelerator. But I had a few blasts on it anyway. I think I set a 36.9. It didn't save, which was a bit weird, so that's why it's showing you a 36.0. 37.0, sorry. I'm blind, as you can see. I've got glasses. But I thought aim maybe is in the top 100. That was me aim anyway, so it was 2 seconds away, and I thought that was realistic. So onto me setup. I did have a setup pre-saved. It was off Dazmac. He's in the leaderboards. Have a look at him. He's fast as a swear word, fast as hell. But this is his setup anyway. I think he uses assists, so I had to adjust it a little bit just for my liking. He had 6 on the front aero, 9 on the rear, which is probably understandable in the wets, because you want a lot of downforce around the fast corners to keep your car on the sort of from sliding. Onto the differentials, the 100% on the on throttle gives you the best traction when you're not using assists. So I've always got it on 100, even when I'm in the dry I keep it on 100 or 95 maybe. The off throttle I'm not quite sure, so I usually just keep that around 75, or in this case Dazmac's got it on 85, so I kept it at that. Not 100% sort of comfortable with knowing what I'm talking about with that. Suspension, like Kanban toe, they're top 2 left, bottom 2 right, same as a dry. Suspension, having the suspension on the lower values does give you the better sort of mechanical grip, so you do want them as low as possible. Same with anti-roll bars. I kept the front on 11, but rear gets on 1. Same with the tyre pressures as well. You want them high as possible because it's wet, so you want the tyres to heat up quicker. And then the balance was on 11, so that was me setup. And this was the fastest lap I've done. I did adjust the aero when I set this lap. I did put it on 7:10, just because I felt like I couldn't. I'll show you the corner that I felt like I needed more downforce, but coming up to turn 2, I do brake just before the 100 meter board, trail brake around the corner into second, sort of tugging the inside of the corner, and then I lifted off here. And I made a massive mistake there, I lost time, but this was the corner where I thought I needed more aero, because I was just going on the grass and I was getting a penalty straight away. And braked to the 100 meter board there into 3rd gear to ease me power round. With regard to the throttle, like I'll talk a bit more about this. When you're throttling out of a corner, you want to be getting to the point where you're slightly fighting the car around the corner, because like I'm doing there, I'm counter steering for the oversteer. You want to be fighting the car, because you want to be on the edge of power, so you want to be fighting the car as you're going around to get the best power possible. You don't want to be going too slow, because you're going to lose massive time. In this corner coming up, like I went far too quick, braked far too much, didn't put my power down enough, so I was sluggish, maybe it's lost a couple of tenths there. So overall I could probably go half a second quicker in this lap. So maybe it's like a lot of room to improve. Anyone can improve as long as you do laps on the game. Like this was my 24th lap on this track in the wet, and I set a 35.1, so very close to the where I wanted to be in the top 100, the 35.0. I went 120th. So like I say, I could have went maybe a half a second quicker off the little mistakes I done. So that would put us in like a mid 34, definitely into the top 100. Maybe it's like top 50 around that mark. But hey ho guys, this is my video. Really thank you for watching, and I hope you like. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.